Today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Mexico City Diablos taking on the Orlando Sentinels.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Orlando Sentinels and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Irving. This is caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Sentinels use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now he'll try to run with this. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Following the fumble recovery, Irving. That's complete to Shipley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down. Irving, hard throw, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football, because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Irving. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Looking to throw. Irving throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Curry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Irving. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on 1st down. Irving, a quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Irving. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It's out, it's loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first down, Irving. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. They run the counter. Curry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first and 10, Irving firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Curry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Irving. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Curry, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Irving, and this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they go. Curry. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. To throw on 2nd down, Irving. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
third down. It's Curry, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around the NFL here in week number 7, we'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Irving. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. Finding room at midfield. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, Irving in trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Irving over the middle. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Irving over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down. Irving. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Irving.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Irving. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got some space here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And they'll accept that penalty.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now they'll run it on the toss. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Irving. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Irving. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Irving. Wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll go with the option. Coming right.
And that flag accepted.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Irving firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Irving. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Stiff-armed him. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to keep this again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. On 1st down, Irving firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Curry. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Curry, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Curry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll give him a first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, this game unfolded. They were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.